Good evening, students. Good evening, students. Will you able to hear me? Shall we start the session? Students, please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So last class we saw some numericals based on trigonometry and all the things. And today we will see a few numericals based on trigonometry of general solutions of the trigonometric equation, how to solve the trigonometric equation and all. And after that, we will see if the time permits, we'll go for inequalities. Inequalities is one of the simplest topic. We know how to solve the inequalities in our earlier classes. Quadratic equation solving, linear equations of 2 variables and 3 variables, graphical method and different method, elimination method and all. Let's see, before going to the inequalities, we'll just go through the trigonometric equation. So solving the trigonometric equation means just here also solving the unknown variable. Yeah. Anyone having any doubts? Anything you prepared or practiced from trigonometry from past few days? I think we started trigonometry from last week onwards. Anyone having any doubts before going to the trigonometric equation? Students, response is or no or something?
No, sir.
Okay. If time permits, please collect some sample papers from board and at least 7 to 8 papers you collect somewhere from net instead of going for books. Try to solve the questions, what kind of questions they're expecting from board point of view. You can find it out board sample question papers of 11. It was not so easy. Generally, we won't have any board exam, but sample papers are available. You try. Yeah. Yes, we already saw trigonometric ratios are cyclic functions. Suppose if I'm saying sin x is equal to 0, usually we know x is equal to 0 degrees, but other than 0 degrees, we are having many solutions. So writing the set of all the solutions is called solution of this equation. So x is equal to n pi, the standard equation where n belongs to integers. So 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi, and so on. When it comes to second equation, if cos x is equal to 0, x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n belongs to integers. If tan x is equal to 0, x is equal to n pi, same as sin. So n belongs to I. Same as we can do if it is not 0. If it is not 0, how to do? Suppose if I know for all real values of x and alpha, if sin x is equal to sin alpha, suppose sin x is equal to, if I'm writing as 30 degrees, sorry, 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 will come at 30 degrees and even in second quadrant, or again after one rotation, again we'll get 1 by 2 times. In every revolution, we get 1 by 2 times. So here, if I'm taking sin x is equal to sin alpha, the general solution of x will be equal to anyone? What is the general solution of x here? Anyone? N pi plus minus 1 whole power n, because the power n will decide into alpha. Same as if cos x is equal to cos alpha. Cos x is equal to cos alpha. Then x will be equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha, first quadrant and fourth quadrant, plus or minus alpha. 2n pi represents 2 pi, 4 pi. Here also n belongs to integers. Here also n belongs to integers. Same as if I'm taking tan x is equal to tan alpha. Tan x is equal to tan alpha. So the general solution of x will be equal to n pi plus alpha. N pi plus alpha, where n belongs to an integer. Is it clear, students? So let me do the next one.
Yes, sir.
So how to solve the numericals based on this? Before going to the numericals, I am planning to give, if the equations are looking like this, look like a linear equation of trigonometric ratios. My equation is looking like this. How to solve this kind of equation? The question is, it's actually, you can remember. Sorry guys, see, the question is solve for x. The equation is a cos x plus b sin x is equal to c. where modulus of C less than or equal to square root of A square plus B square. Able to solve? Anyone? Students? Anyone can give the answer for this? How to proceed to this? Guys? Anyone? Students, please. Yes. Anyone able to give the solution for this? How you can proceed if the question comes like this? If it is MCQs, I'm going to give the formulas right away. But how we will get that solution? Is clearly mentioning mod C is less than or equal to root of A square plus B square. So divide the whole equation with A square plus B square. So A by root of A square plus B square into cos x plus B by square root of A square plus B square into sin x is equal to C by root of A square plus B square. A square plus B square. See here, if you see root of A square plus B square, A by root of A square plus B square, this is C by root of A square plus B square. C is less than, so numerator is smaller than denominator. If the numerator is smaller than denominator, what we can say? The numerator is smaller than denominator. We can assume this is less than 1. This is less than 1. What C is, it might be plus or minus when it comes to normal. So I'm assuming there is a real number exists such that 0 less than or equal to beta, which is less than or equal to 2 pi, in such a way I can take cos beta is equal to C by root of A square plus B square. Why means C by root of A square plus B square is less than 1. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying? Students, is it clear? Yes or no? Students, please respond.
Can you repeat?
See, the given is modulus of C is less than root of A square plus B square. What is that meaning? What is that meaning? What is the meaning of that, students? What is the meaning of that? C value is less than root of A square plus B square value. Correct?
Yes, sir.
If I'm giving A, B, C values, suppose A is some number, B is some number, C is some number, such that the C value is less than root of A square plus B square. So I'm making a fraction C and A square plus B square. So it says the numerator is less than denominator. What is that meaning? The whole value is less than 1.
Yes,
If
sir.
C is negative, it should get greater than minus 1. So the whole value, this whole value is in between. C by root of A square plus B square is in between less than, greater than minus 1 and less than 1. I can write like this. Correct or not? Because I am taking mod C here. This is mod C. So there exists some value for this. In such a way, cos beta is equal to C by root of A square plus B square. Beta is lying in between 0 to 360 degrees. There exists some value for the C by root of A square plus B square number. Same as if I'm taking a triangle and I'm taking an angle of alpha. this is A, this is B, then this value is root of A square plus B square. So from here, cos alpha is equal to how much? A by root of A square plus B square. Sin alpha is B by root of A square plus B square. Because of this denominator, I can say cos this value, if I'm assuming this value is cos alpha, there exists an angle in such a way, A by root of A square plus B square, exactly sin alpha will be equal to B by root of A square plus B square. So if I'm replacing these two values with cos alpha and sin alpha, I will get an equation like this: cos alpha, cos x plus sin alpha, sin x is equal to some cos beta, where beta is lying in between 0 to 360 degrees. So cos A cos B plus minus NB is cos of A plus A minus B. So x minus alpha is equal to, I'm taking it as cos beta. From the previous discussion, cos of some angle will be equal to cos x is equal to cos alpha. Then the solution is how much? How much? The solution is how much? X minus alpha is equal to 2n pi plus or minus beta, where n belongs to an integer. So I need the x value. So x value is 2n pi plus alpha plus or minus beta, where alpha is equal to how much? Where alpha is equal to how much? Cos inverse or cos alpha is equal to A by root of A square plus B square. Sin alpha is equal to B by root of A square plus B square. And cos beta is equal to C by root of A square plus B square. So from the equation, it will decide these values. Hope you are clear what I am trying to say. Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
So shall we proceed a few numericals based on these equations?
1 minute.
Yeah. Any step you are not clear, please let me know. Done, please let me know, guys. I will move to some numericals.
Sir, can you once scroll up? Sir, how will C by root of A square plus B square be negative?
If that is mod C, I'm taking now. See, in the given question, C might be negative also. The data, anything they give, it is not need not to be C is always positive. Correct?
Yes, sir.
That is depends upon the given data. So we can't say C is always positive. But whatever the C value they gave, if the mod C is less than or equal to square, then the value of C by root of A square plus B square for any value of C is lying between -1 to 1 only. Correct or not? It never less than -1. Even if C is -3, -4 and all, if it is satisfying mod C is root of A square plus B square, what will happen? C is smaller, root of A square plus B square is always greater. So it is always giving a fractional value. It never be greater than 1. It's modulus, I mean it's magnitude. Its absolute value is always fraction. Fraction, mean decimal value or a fraction, I can say. Understood why I wrote it is -1 less than or equal to C by root of A square plus B square less than or equal to 1. Yeah. So we we'll start with the simple questions. Let's see. You have to solve this one because these kind of questions we already saw. I will write the questions, please, and I will give few minutes. You have to give the answers. Which questions you are having the doubts, we can discuss. Find the general solutions of the following trigonometric ratios are cosecant x is equal to -2. Second question, cot x is equal to -√3. Third question, secant x is equal to 2. I'm giving 3 minutes time. After 3 minutes, we will discuss. Just try to solve. See, the clue was we discussed only sine cos tan. So convert the given ratios into sine cos tan and do it. Is it clear what I'm saying? Done, students? One more minute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's very simple. I'm starting with first question. So convert into sine. It's the easiest one because there is a direct conversion into sine. Cosecant x, if I'm converting into sine, how I will get sine x will be equal to -1/2, which can be written as minus sine pi/6. Correct? This can be written as sine of pi plus pi/6. So my equation is sine x is equal to sine of 7 pi/6. According to the sine x is equal to sine alpha, what is the general solution, students? X is equal to how much here? X is equal to how much?
N pi plus
General solution. N pi plus
-1 to the power n
-1 to the power n
into
7 by 6. If they are asking principal value, this is general solution. If they are asking principal value,
7 pi by
7 pi by 6, 11 pi by 6. Both the values are the principal values.
Yes.
Within 60 degrees, what are the values you are getting? Because the sign is negative in second quadrant and third quadrant, 7 pi by 6 and 2 pi minus pi by 6. 2 pi minus pi by 6 is also answer. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Hope you are clear what I'm saying. So same as cot x is equal to √3. So here tan x will become -1/√3. So what I will get? This is minus tan pi by 6. This will be tan of pi plus pi by 6. Sorry, pi by 2 plus pi by 6. Not pi plus pi by 6 because pi by 2 plus pi by 6 is right. So what is the answer? This will be how much? Is it no? Pi minus pi by 6. It's not pi by 2. Tan of pi minus 6. Sorry guys. Then only it will be tan. Otherwise it will become cot. So this will be tan pi by 6. So tan x is equal to tan alpha. So I'm talking about principal values. Pi by 6, which is in second quadrant. 11 pi by 6, which is in fourth quadrant because of it is negative. And what is the general solution, students? What is the general solution of tan x is equal to tan alpha? General solution of x is how much? Please.
N pi plus alpha.
N pi plus n pi plus
Pi pi by 6.
pi by 6. If I'm substituting 1, if I'm substituting n is equal to 0, I will get pi by 6. If I'm substituting n is equal to 1, 11 pi by 6 will come. If I'm substituting n is equal to 2, you will get all possible values. Secant x is equal to 2. That means cos x is equal to 1 by 2. So it will be equal to cos pi by 3. Cos x is equal to cos alpha. What is the solution? Cos x is equal to cos alpha. Cos x is equal to cos pi by 3. What is the answer?
2n
General
pi
solution is how much?
2n pi plus
2n
or
pi
minus
plus or minus
pi by 3.
pi by 3. Then what is the principal values? Obviously, it looks like in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. Correct?
Yes, sir. Pi by 3 and
First quadrant, yeah, correct. Pi by 3 and how much?
330.
2 pi minus pi by 3. So
330.
principal value is pi by 3 and what is another value? Another principal value is how much?
330 degrees.
That is 5 pi by 3. 330 degrees?
300 degrees.
300 degrees because pi by 3 is 60. 360 minus 60 is the another principal value. Principal solution, concept principal value here. Sorry. Yeah, some more questions. Instead of saying some ratio is equal to something, it's look like a linear equation. How to proceed? Root 3 tan x. Strategy is same. Find out the value of tan x. Tan x is equal to minus 1 by root 3, which will be equal to how much?
Minus tan pi by 6.
Pi by 6. Second quadrant itself it is negative, so tan pi minus pi by 6. So tan x will be equal to tan of pi by 6. So the general solution is how much? So x is equal to how much? N pi plus pi by 6. Here n belongs to an integer. Is it clear? Hope you are clear what I am saying. Let's go to the next one.
Sir, why can't we write it like n pi minus pi by 6?
Yeah, you can write. Who said you can't write? N pi minus, because we will take the value of alpha here as the principal value. First principal value only we will take generally. See, based on substitution of 0, 1, 2, 3 values, you will get all possible values. If you take n pi minus pi by 6 also, you will get value. If I'm taking n is equal to 0, what you will get? Minus pi by 6. Instead of starting pi by 6, you will start minus pi by 6. Understood what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So you are creating an equation which can replace set of all possible values. The equation might be little different, person to person. It should not be wrong. Might be if I'm taking n is equal to 0, your values will start from pi by 6. But if I'm taking n pi minus pi by 6, you will start with minus pi by 6 onwards for n is equal to 0. That is only the difference we'll get. The way how we are preparing the formula will decide here. We are taking one standard formula, we are following. Without formula also you can do. We are taking the cyclic functions first and identify 3-4 values where it is repeating and prepare a common equation for all the values which can replace an expression which represents all the solutions. It need not to be compulsory, it should be like this. Compulsory what formula I gave. Only the thing is, instead of solving each and every time, we are preparing one formula. Next. Cosecant x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Please solve this one.
Sir, 5 pi by 4.
I'm asking general solution, not the principal value. 5 pi by 4 is principal value, that's right. Absolutely correct. Same.
N pi plus
Cosecant
minus 1 to the power n
minus
into
root 2. So sin x is equal to minus 1 by root 2, which can be written as minus sin pi by 4. It is possible only sin x will be equal to sin of 5 plus pi by 4, which is equal to sin 5 pi by 4. It is looking like sin x is equal to sin alpha. So what is the general solution? X is equal to how much? N pi plus minus 1 whole power n 5 pi by 4. N belongs to an integer.
Sir, I have a doubt
How we
here.
got? Yes.
Sir, sine and cosec are also negative in the fourth quadrant, right?
Yeah, that's the reason if you substitute n is equal to 0, you will get first for second quadrant value. If you substitute n is equal to 1.
So instead of writing sin x is equal to sin pi plus pi by 4, we can also write sin 2 pi minus pi by 4.
Yes. That means instead of starting with the for n is equal to 0, you will get directly fourth quadrant value.
Okay, sir.
Understood what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. Only one number is variation. Suppose if I'm taking 5 pi by 4 and you are taking 2 pi minus 5 pi by 4, sorry, 2 pi minus pi by 4, the difference is if I'm taking n is equal to 0, I will get third quadrant value. If you are taking n is equal to 0, you will get fourth quadrant value. And if I'm taking n is equal to minus 1, I will get fourth quadrant. You will get third quadrant value. So that 1 lakh, that's it. But it is same, no? You can't say it is wrong. Are you clear what I'm trying to say, man?
Yes, sir. So 1 is enough.
Yeah, 1 is enough. But usually, first principal value we are taking as the standard value. That's the reason always first 0 to 2 pi, which is repeating first, that value will take as a reference.
Okay, sir.
Cos x, sin x, tan x, and all we are taking second quadrant, but the same thing will repeat in third quadrant also, no?
Yes, sir.
Got it? What I mean? So first in 0 to 2 pi, which is the first value that we are taking as the standard value, and we are representing in terms of that. If we some other standard textbook, the principal value they will give only one value. They won't give two values. From 0 to 2 pi, first which value will repeat, that is the principal value they will consider. Actually, principal values will be 2. 0 to 2 pi, what are the values are repeating? That is called principal value. Suppose if I am taking the principal value of sin x is equal to minus 1 by root 2 here, you will get one value in third quadrant, one value in fourth quadrant. As you said, the third quadrant value is pi plus pi by 4. The fourth quadrant value is 2 pi minus pi by 4. But in some textbook, they will treat this is only the principal value because it is repeated first. The first value is repeating from 0 to 2 pi of this expression. But actually, some standard notation says both are the principal values. If they are giving options, both are as a different options, then the question is wrong. Don't worry about that one. This is 5 pi by 4, 7 pi by 4. Are you clear what I'm trying to say, students?
Yes, sir.
Suppose if I'm taking 7 pi by 4, what will happen? For minus 1, you will get the values you are getting for 0 for us. If I'm taking minus 1 whole 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 5, minus 7 pi by 4. And 0, you will get one set of values. Might be at 0, whatever values I am getting, you won't get. Because you are taking the second principal value as the reference and you wrote the equation. Because of that, we can't say it is wrong.
Okay, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Understood why it won't be wrong, students? But suggestion is take the first repetition only. First value you take. First principal value only you take. Don't take as a second repetition.
Okay, sir.
So that is a suggestion because many books they are following that is as a standard thing. But when it comes to concept point of view, it is not wrong. You can't say it is wrong. What is the meaning of solution? You have to replace all the solution with a single expression. So if you are substituting x is equal to 0, 2, 3, 4 for any value of integers, all the solutions should repeat. So you are able to prove it by taking 7 pi by 4 also here. Hope you understand what I am trying to say. Not confused. If there is a confusion, please let me know, guys. Please don't hide that doubts. If cot x plus tan x is equal to cosecant x, then find the general solution of x. Solve this question. I'm giving 3 to 4 minutes time. I'm giving, please solve this question. If anyone got the answer, please let me. The clue is convert everything into sine and cos, make it as a single equation or product of 2 or 3 ratios.
Sir?
Got the answer?
Yes, sir.
What is the answer?
N pi and 2n pi plus or minus 1 by 2.
No, not 1 by 2. You will get an angle. We will get a real number. How will you get a real number?
Sir, I told in degrees, sir. Sorry, sir.
1/2 degrees.
1 minute, sir. I'll tell.
Yeah. So convert sine and cos. That is the first clue I gave here. So cot x will be cos x by sin x. Tan x will be sin x by cos x is equal to 2 by sin x.
Sir, pi by 6, sir.
Okay, pi by 6. Pi by 6 or pi by 3? Yeah. Cos square plus
60 degrees, sir.
sin.
So pi by 3.
Yeah. So sin x into cos x is equal to 2 by sin x. So here, if this whole thing will be 1. So this will be 1 by sin x into cos x is equal to 2 by sin x. If I am cross multiplying, sin x is equal to 2 sin x into cos x. Generally, we will cancel. We should not cancel here because sometimes the cancellation will make us wrong. I will show you why it will be wrong. What will happen? So if I'm taking sin x this side, I will get 2 sin x cos x minus sin x is 0. So if I'm taking sin x common, 2 cos x minus 1 is equal to 0. Suppose if I'm taking sin x is equal to 0, when sin x can be 0, if I'm taking sin x is equal to 0, if I'm assuming sin x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, cos is not equal to 0, this whole expression is coming some other value. Here, how we can discuss this thing? Here itself, sin x can't be 0 here. Why sin x can't be here? Because in the denominator sin x is there. If I'm taking sin x is 0, which the expression is becoming invalid. So sin x can't be 0. From here, cos x is equal to 1 by 2 is the solution. Final expression. Sometimes this expression might be 0 for the separate solution. So now here sin x can't be 0, so cos x will be equal to 1 by 2. So the general solution of x will be equal to, as he said, 2n pi plus or minus pi by. Simple. If I'm taking x is equal to 0 in the given expression, it is not a solution. Why it is not a solution? What is the given expression? Cot x plus tan x is equal to cosine x. At x is equal to 0, cot and cosecant both are not defined if sin x is 0. That's the reason sin x 0 is not the solution or the solution here. This expression, this statement we won't consider to solve the x value. It is not valid. So keep it in mind. Sometimes it might be useful, sometimes it is not valid. No need to consider. That's the reason direct cancellations might be sometimes wrong. Is it clear what I'm trying to say, students?
Yes, sir.
So don't forget what is the n value where n belongs to I. One more question. Sin square secant sin square x secant x plus root 3 tan x is equal to 0. Solve for x. Find general solution of x. Please. Anyone got the answer, students? Anyone got the answer? Anyone got the answer? Guys, please reply. Anyone got the answer? This is the last session where we are going to discuss trigonometry after next assignment, and it will come within this week or next week itself. Please replace the session. Anyone got the answer, students? Guys, yes or no? Please respond. Guys, will you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Amsini, Harshida. Nitish.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll move to the solution. Anyone got the answer, students?
No, sir.
Yeah, sine square x. Secant x I'm writing as 1 by cos x plus root 3 tan x is equal to 0. So the sine square one sine I'm writing here, this will be sine x into tan x plus root 3 tan x is equal to 0. If I'm taking tan x common, I'm getting sine x plus root 3 is equal to 0. So this is two expressions. Tan x can be 0 or sin x plus root 3 can be 0. But if I'm taking second expression, sin x will become minus root 3, which is showing less than minus 1. But actually, sin x is lying between, which is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because minus 1 less than or equal to sin x is less than or equal to plus 1. But it is showing less than minus 1. So it is not possible. Only tan x is equal to 0 is possible. Tan x is equal to 0. So tan x is equal to 0. What is the general solution of x? What is the general solution of x? tan x is equal to 0, what is the general solution of x? N pi, where n belongs to integer. So this is how we can able to solve this equation. I hope you are clear what I am saying. Students, please respond. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So one more question related to that. After that, we will go for multiple and submultiple angles. Comes in equations how to do. Then we will end up the session. Solve for x. Solve for x. If 3 cos square x, 3 cos square x minus 2 3 sin x cos x minus 3 sin square x is equal to 0. I'm giving 3 minutes time. Please try to solve this question. Just try, whether it is right or wrong. First try how to solve this question based on the previous question knowledge. So the simple question. I'm taking 3 cos square x and minus 3 sin square x, 3 common. If I'm taking 3 common, this will be cos square x minus sin square x minus, I'm keeping root 3, I'm writing 2 sin x cos x as the set is equal to 0. This will give 3 cos 2x minus root 3 sin 2x is equal to 0. So if I'm dividing the whole equation with cos 2x, then I will get 3 minus root 3 tan 2x is equal to 0. From here, tan 2x will be equal to how much? Root 3, which is known as tan. From here, I'm writing root 3 tan 2x will be equal to 3. So from here, tan 2x will be equal to 3 by root 3, which is root 3, and 2x will be equal to root 3 is 60 degrees. So which is equal to tan pi by 3. Look like tan x is equal to tan alpha. So the solution of 2x is equal to n pi plus pi by 3, where n belongs to an integer. But I need the solution for x, not for 2x. To divide the whole expression with 2. So the solution for x is equal to n pi by 2 plus pi by 6. n pi by 2 plus pi by 6 where n belongs to an integer. So this is how you have to solve when multiple and submultiple angles comes. Hope you are clear how we solve this question. If you are clear, I will give you some other questions related to this. Is it clear, students? Shall I go for some other questions? Guys, yes or no, please.
Yes, sir.
I will give 3 more questions. We will wind up with these 3 questions. Any doubts, you get back to me. Next class, we are going to start the inequalities. First question is tan 2x will be equal to minus root 3. Second question is sin 3x will be equal to root 3 by 2. Third question is when square comes, how to do? 4 cos square x is equal to 1. Please solve these 3 questions quickly. Anyone got the answer for first one and second one? First one and second one is little simple. It looks like tan 2x is equal to minus root 3. So tan 2x can be written as minus tan pi by 3. This will be tan pi minus pi by 3, which is equal to tan 2 pi by 3. So tan 2x will be equal to tan 2 pi by 3. From here, the general solution of 2x will be equal to n pi plus 2 pi by 3. So the general solution of x is n pi by 2 plus pi by 3. So 2 will cancel in the second fraction. Same as sine 3x also. Because in first quadrant value itself, you can equal to x right away. So sine 3x will be equal to sine pi by 3. So the general solution of 3x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 whole over n pi by 3. So the general solution of x is n pi by 3 plus minus 1 whole over n pi by 9. Hope you are clear what I am doing. Is it clear? First two questions. Anyone having any doubts in first two questions? Students, please. We'll move to the next question. We'll move to the next question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next question is 4 cos square x.
Sir, can we directly take square root and solve?
No. You can take squares on both sides and after that you can cross it. So I will show you that. This is looking like 4 cos square is equal to 1. Cos square is equal to 1 by 4, which is a perfect square. Cos x whole square is equal to 1 by 2 whole square. From here, I can write cos x whole square is equal to cos pi by 3 whole square. Then you can proceed as you said, cos x is equal to cos pi by 3. So solution of x is equal to how much? What is the solution of x here?
2n pi plus or minus pi by 3.
Is it 2n pi? 2n pi plus or minus
Pi by 3.
pi by 3. Super. That's it. Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you try to solve some other questions. What other resources we are having? I will share one worksheet and we will go for one exam also for this trigonometry topic because it's very important for your entrances or +2 because 60% of the +2 decides based on your trigonometric skills. So we'll meet in the next class and we'll start inequalities in the next class. Bye everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.